Overconsumption is really getting out of hand now. Apparently there's a trend called Pan 2025. Took me a while to realize what this was, but it's where people are deciding to actually use up and finish the products they've purchased before buying another product. I was of the impression that that is what we were already doing. Like, there is no reason for anyone to have 12 different shower gels. Please, if you are buying skincare, give it at least 2 months before deciding that that product is not for you. If you have a bad reaction to a product, just give it away or give it to a friend. There's no need to keep it in your cupboards. And if I ever recommend a product to you, make sure you are finishing what you already have before you go out and purchase another recommendation. I really do not want to be contributing to the overconsumption problem that is going on these days. And remember, you don't need 20, 30, 40 products to get clear skin. In fact, in skincare, less is more. So let's ditch the overconsumption and actually be smart about our skincare.
If there is one thing that I do not understand, it is overconsumption. And this is a prime example that I saw on the internet. Why would anyone actually need 30 to 40 to 50 of the same exact cup? This right here probably cost this person, what, $2,000? Imagine what else you could buy for $2,000. I don't get this. And before anyone's like, it's not your business, I'm very aware of that. But on my platform, I try to talk about deinfluencing. So I would never come on here and promote this and be like, this is the lifestyle that we should be trying to live. What is this? Yeah, they're pretty. Like half of them still have the wrapper on them. So are we just buying $40 to $50 cups just to look at them, just to be able to say, look at my collection of water bottles, pretty much? Another example I saw on Facebook, and when people asked her, like in a respectful way, why do you have that many Stanley cups? She said it's simply a collection. She likes to collect them. It's a thrill to find another one so that she can hang them up. Like, look, I think almost every one of these have a tag. They are brand new. Will she ever drink them? I can't fathom in this economy thinking that I need to spend thousands of dollars on a cup. Like, can someone explain this to me? Minus that people are just out of their mind and obsessed. You all are obsessed. Let's de-influence, shall we? I am convinced that in like 5 years, we are going to see Stanley cups at Goodwill, at thrift stores, at yard sales for like $5. Probably still with the new tag. So before you go and feel the need to buy your 3rd, 4th, or 5th Stanley cup, ask yourself, is there something better that you could be spending that money on? Because I guarantee you there is. Have a great day.
Hey besties, you know what time it is. Help me pick out my shower routine for the night. Tonight I want to do an all vanilla scented shower routine, so let's go ahead and get right into it. As always, I'm starting with the Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar for my first cleanse. Now I need to pick a body scrub, and I'm obviously going to use the vanilla one from Tree Hut. This scrub is literally so good. It pairs very well with any scent you could think of. Now it's time to pick a body wash. I haven't used this one in a while. I am going to use Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works, and I need a restock soon because I'm almost out of this. And not too much on my Warm Vanilla Sugar. I know some of you guys don't like her, but I will always love her, so not too much on my girl. Now I have to pick a body lotion, and I will be using this one right here. I am going to be using Vanilla Bean from the lotion company. This is one of my favorite lotions by them. This is going to go so nicely with this routine. For some extra moisture, I will be using a body glaze. I just have to find the one I want to use, and she is right here. So I will be using the Vanillionaire Body Glaze from Canvas Beauty. Now I need to pick a body oil. Oops, wrong drawer. Okay, here are all my Canvas Beauty body oils, and I'm going to use this one right here. I will be using the So Very Very Vanilla from Canvas Beauty. These body drops are so good. Now I need to pick a body spray, and I'm going to use this one right here because I haven't used this in a while. This is Bare Vanilla Untamed from Victoria's Secret. This is more like a spicy vanilla, and it is so good. Last, it's time to pick a perfume, and I'm actually going to pick a perfume from this little island thing. I see the one I want to use. So for perfume, I'm going to be using Vanilla Vice from Sniff. This is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Okay, besties, here you have it. Here is my vanilla routine for tonight. Let me know what you think and what scent I should do next.
Overconsumption is turning to be a fairly big problem in the modern society. This is something that we wouldn't think that we would come to it. Back in the days, things were much difficult to actually overconsume, because when you think about going to the store, you need to think that I need to first go to the shower. From the shower, I need to prepare the clothes, I need to iron. Then from there on, I need to drive to the store. Maybe you need to sit in traffic a bit. Then you need to go to the mall that's crowded with people. But now, having a digital device, whether a phone, a computer, or a tablet, it has made things so much easier to a point that people are just ordering things from their phone. And as a result of that, it has led to overconsumption, which is what we see. And the worst part is that the previous video that we just saw of the lady, initially I thought maybe she has a store, or she opened a store where she's actually buying something, and come to think that these are things that she has in her house and she has bought. Sometimes we need to live like boys, where we are very minimalist and we don't buy a lot of things. I mean, why do you need 5 lotions? For example, you need a lotion for your legs, you need a lotion for your face. Hey man, just be like boys. You need 1 lotion for your face and your body. You are done. Obviously, we can't say that just take it to the extreme and be a stingy person and you don't take care of yourself. The problem that we see now is that people are actually going into credit card debt because they're buying things that they don't need. I understand in terms of clothes, because you need a variety of clothes, different colors, different variety, whether formal, casual, for different occasions. But it's not what we're seeing now. People are actually buying the same thing many times. I mean, why would I have 5 mouse whereas I just need 1 mouse? Then I just need to replace the battery from time to time if it's a wireless mouse. Why do I need so many of the same thing? Because now I'm actually eating away the space that I could have used for something else. So it's a very big problem. And the other problem is that, as you know, now we have so-called influencers, where people don't want to think for themselves. They're allowing influencers to influence them. And the thing about influencers is that there are people who are paid and doing promotions to advertise something. Then you go around and you buy that stuff. So yeah, this is just the beginning. We're still gonna see so much more for this video in terms of overconsumption.
Easy saying goodbye to all of this. I have a confession.
We have another one.
I may be a lipstick hoarder. Matched, like there's literally dust on these.
And to those saying she donates it all.
These Pat McGrath lipsticks are very expired. They gotta go.
I am happy to be the one who sticks my neck out and says that influencers are causing a huge problem with the amount of overconsumption that they do, the amount of PR that they accept, and the amount of stuff that they flog to us to buy. And this video is, I mean, she's on a roll with uploading videos of her getting rid of makeup, and she talks about how so much of this is dusty and it's expired and it all seems to be being chucked in the same bag, okay? And I want us to move away from the conversation about this particular person and this particular amount of makeup, as in this, is she donating it or not? I don't really think that's what we need to be talking about. We should be talking about the constant promotion of stuff and the fact that beauty and fashion influencers as a whole are actually just shopping influencers. They are just forcing us, and well, they're not forcing us, but they are constantly promoting stuff for us to buy. And then it's all of us, it's us that are buying it, it's us that are then adding to the consumption. And it's stuff that it's not their favourites, it's not stuff that they love, it's not stuff that they use themselves because they just get sent so much. So I think we need to move beyond what she does with this particular amount of stuff, because clearly a lot of it's going in the bin, and get to the point where we talk about influencers and say, yes, a lot of people have made their business being an influencer, but how can they do better as influencers to stop us promoting overconsumption? I want to stop hearing people saying, oh, but it's her job. I know it's her job, but she's got freedom in her job to encourage everyone, including these brands, to do better.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you follow everything that influencers say to the T, you're gonna be misled, because at the end of the day, influencers are in this game in order to get a paycheck. I mean, they're gonna suggest any kind of product as long as at the end of the day they get paid, whether a commission when you click the link. So influencers are always going to try to sell you something at the end of the day, and you as a person, if you don't have the mental discipline to know that these people are always going to try to sell me something and I need to resist. This is why when I watch something, I don't like to be so involved with someone to a point that I think that whatever that they say is actually good, whether advice or product advice, whatever it is. You just need to know that in this day and age, everybody has a camera and everybody will always have an opinion, and everybody is always going to suggest you do something, but it's up to you, the individual, to do your due diligence and actually know what's good advice and what's bad advice, you know, because as much as we can blame influencers that they're always trying to sell us something, as a result you're over consuming things because of influencers. At the end of the day, we are adults, we need to make our own decisions, and you know, because it's your money at the end of the day. No one is actually forcing you to over consume. So I think as a society we have a lot of learning to do and a lot of changing the way that we do things, and we do see that maybe it's getting better, because in TikTok we're actually seeing different trends of people actually trying to what's that word, I'm trying to find that word, this influencer trying to de-influence themselves and de-influence other people so that they can get back to reality, because whatever that you see on the internet is not really what the normal person goes through day to day. You can't always have money to spend on these things non-stop.
It's 2025, and this is the year that we are winning the war on overconsumption. I'm fairly intentional about my spending in a lot of areas, but I had one clear problem area: my seasonings. I'm so curious, how many seasonings do you currently have in your cupboards? Because
you're not going to want to hear this, but I don't care. So I'm going to be de-influencing you in 20 seconds or less. Let's go. You can go to bed in an old t-shirt and shorts. You do not need to be spending over $100 on a luxury pajama set. Traveling often over the span of a year is actually not as normal as social media has made it seem. So you should not feel bad because you can't afford to take 5 trips every single year. Weekly or monthly clothing hauls are not normal. Spending over $300 on a single shopping trip is not normal, and you should not feel bad because you can't do the same. You do not need more than 1 reusable water bottle. The concept of reusable water bottles are that you can reuse them. Why do you need 6? I actually hope this video ruffled some feathers and de-influenced you in one way or another. Comment down below one thing I mentioned that you actually agree with.
For the next 40 seconds, I'm going to de-influence you and bring it back to reality. Weekly or monthly clothing hauls is not normal. Shopping designer casually like it's the same thing like shopping at Aritzia is not normal. Traveling frequently to luxurious destinations is not normal. Buying the newest tech gear as soon as it comes out is not normal. Regularly dining out at expensive restaurants is not normal. I'm here to remind you that most people live normal lives, and that's not it. For the people that you see online, you can't see their potential credit card debt, you can't see their investment portfolio or savings, and you can't see their card payments. So remember that what you see online is just a sliver of the truth, and keeping up with the Joneses is not worth the stress and crappy finances that may potentially come along with it.
Overconsumption has been rebranded as cute and organized in American society, and it is causing you so much unnecessary financial stress. It's only a recent phenomenon that you can buy yourself a matching outfit from head to toe for only $20, or that you can get an entire refrigerator's worth of organization stuff delivered to your front door in 24 hours or less. The total cost of the items in this fridge organization video is well over $250, and that doesn't even account for all of the expensive single packaged items. Something about decanting all of the food you just bought from its original packaging into new packaging in the name of organization and sanitization seems really unhinged. Meanwhile, Americans have over $1 trillion of credit card debt, and 2/3 of Americans who earn over $250,000 are self-reporting that they're living paycheck to paycheck. Amazon reported profits of $30 billion last year. Temu came in at over $8 billion. Just because we can buy things doesn't mean that we need to or that we should. All of this shit is going to be in a landfill before you even know it. Stop solving problems that don't exist.
The overconsumption that we have is insane. So I currently work at Ross part-time, and today when I came into the store, it was so bad. Nothing is on racks, nothing is on shelves, everything is just literally on the floor. What makes it worse is that we keep getting more things. We also still have stuff from Thanksgiving and from Halloween, and we're now getting Valentine's Day things. And it wouldn't be so bad if people actually bought all of this stuff. The working class does not have money to go out and buy things like we used to. I can't even count how many customers asked me to put things back because they couldn't afford it. And you would think that it's like hundreds of dollars worth. No, this is under $100 that they're telling me to put back because they have like a $40 budget. And that's a lot of them. What also pisses me off is that we used to mark things down right after the holiday, like a day or two right after. Everything would be like 70 to 90% off because it's out of season now. Nobody wants it. But then people caught on and started buying it a few days after for the next holiday. Corporations didn't like that, so they wait like a few months until they actually mark it down to a reasonable price that someone would buy it when it's not in demand. Like, we still have stuff in boxes that we can't even open because there's nowhere to put anything. And there's still trucks coming in every single day. It's literally a joke. And it's crazy to think that majority of this is going to be in landfill.
The amount of money that they questioned Kevin about for spending was like $100,000. To put it in perspective, Kevin's birthday party that year that his mom threw was $120,000. Kevin's rent was $80,000. Kevin's Uber Eats probably exceeded $100,000 that his mom approves.
Have you ever taken money from your mother's account?
Not without her consent.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but overspending is not a personality trait. Do not for 1 second let influencers make you think that dropping hundreds of dollars regularly is normal, because it is not. And if you do that, are you okay? I love shopping and sharing good deals just as much as the next girl, but the amount of overconsumption promoted on this app kind of scares me. So if you hadn't heard of a product before TikTok, then you probably don't need it.
Yeah, I agree with the previous ladies. You don't need a lot of things. And also the other thing is that just because something seems to be on sale or it's affordable at Temu, maybe you like shopping like a billionaire, as they say, shopping like a billionaire, Temu. Maybe that's the song that's always playing in your head. Just because something seems affordable or something is on sale doesn't necessarily mean that you need to buy. If you don't need something, there's no need to buy it. Simple as that. Let's buy things that we need, then it will lead to reduction in overspending, and you may find that you will be able to manage effectively your monthly budget. Because if you're always overspending, you see the next big thing, you see something that seems to be affordable, something that you don't even need or you never knew that you needed. Now you're actually buying it. Now it's just chilling at your crib and you don't even use it. Let's buy things that we know that they're gonna be useful. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's useful on the day-to-day, every day you need it, but something that you use it on a regular terms. I mean, what's the use of buying so many things? Unless if you want to open a shop or you want to start donating to people, then that actually makes sense. And also in terms of this whole fridge organization where you buy stuff, you remove and you put in new packages, man, I don't know. To me, I just see it as people making content with whatever that they want to make content with. I don't take it serious. So guys, I think that's enough in terms of videos for one day for people who are overspending and overconsuming. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Same time, same place.